General of Police Jaspal Singh said that Goa's status as a popular tourism destination has unfortunately made it a target for human traffickers, who see it as a ready-made market. Singh pointed out that this factor has led to instances of certain human trafficking within the state. He was speaking at the Anti-Human Trafficking Conference organized by the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit. Concerns were raised over alarming rise in human trafficking cases post-COVID across India. According to DWCD, around 32,700 cases were reported in just 6 months of post-COVID. A state-level anti-human trafficking conference was held in Panjim on Friday. Former Sarpanch of Santa Cruz Village Panchayat and villagers have alleged that the feast fair is full of scams. Village feast fair venue that is being held at the Salt Lake ground in Santa Cruz. The former Sarpanch said that the Panchayat has allotted shops to vendors without any tender or issuing receipts. Tobacco sale and the controversial unhealthy gobi Manchurian stalls have been allowed to operate at the St. Cross feast. When questioned the vendors, they say that they have paid the fees. The brazen illegalities have been flagged by locals and concerned citizens. The second season of the festival was inaugurated on Friday and attended by large crowds who partook of the delicacies available. The Cashew Fest was inaugurated on Friday evening in Panjim by Minister for Art and Culture Govind Gavde, in the presence of Dr. Devya Rane, Chairperson of Goa Forest Development Corporation, GFDC, and Porium MLA, Ganesh Gaonkar, GTDC Chairman, and Sanvodem MLA, Vasco MLA Daji Salkar. A massive fire engulfed the Thalegao field on Friday afternoon, leaving smoke and residue emission into the residential apartments nearby. Fire and emergency services reached the spot on time to douse the fire. In a terrifying incident, 4 major blasts took place at the Carav Rolling Mills furnace in Bicholi on Thursday evening at around 7 p.m. The locals noticed the thick smoke billowing from the factory. Upon receiving a distress call, the Bicholi fire service rushed to the site and doused the fire immediately. Fortunately, no injuries were reported during the incident. In response to the 4 major blasts reported on Thursday night at the Carav Rolling Mill, Bicholi MLA Dr. Chandrakant Shetty questioned the mill authorities about the people responsible for the blast. He further stated that an FIR would be lodged and an immediate apprehension against those held responsible for putting people's lives in danger. In this edition of Street Voices, Herald TV spoke to several people to know their opinion on what do they think. Is there a need to strengthen the anti-defection law with maximum priority? Apprehensive of mega projects coming up in the close proximity of the natural medical spring the Oxal, locals and environmentalists from the area, Seolim, and other parts of the state held a candlelight protest where many speakers vociferously opposed concretized structures in the area and demanded that the spring be demarcated and declared as a heritage site. Around 300 people gathered at the Oxal Spring on Thursday late evening for a silent candlelight protest. Kanakona police intercepted a fish-carrying container truck which had illegally entered in Goa from Karnataka, bypassing the Formalin Testing Authority and RTO at the Pollame checkpost. On Thursday night, the police found the truck suspicious as it was operating without having rear side number plate. A lifeless body of a man was found in 70 feet deep well at Attafondim, Moira on Friday. The man is identified to be a local resident aged between 50 to 55. Following a distress call from locals, fire and emergency services along with the team of local police reached the scene and recovered the body from well. In a significant development in the kidnapping for ransom case, the additional sessions judge, South Goa, Margao, Kshama Joshi, delivered her verdict on Friday, handing down a life sentence to Abdul Qadir Jawali of New Vaddam, Vasco. The case, which dates back to June 2018, saw Jawali convicted for his involvement in the abduction of a local businessman from Vasco, with a ransom demand of 10 lakhs rupees. Alongside the sentencing of Jawali, the court acquitted another accused, Salim Khan, extending the benefit of doubt in his favor. However, the third accused, Rajendra Kumar Kahar remains at large after being released on bail and now faces proceedings under Section 299 CRPC. Salem Sports Club defeated Salkete FC 4-2 via the tiebreaker and emerged as South Goa champions of the GFA U15 Division 2 League football tournament played at Don Bosco Oratory Football Ground on Friday. Leading by 2-0 at the breather, Ethan Letao scored a brace while Roy Fernandes and Subinay Desai netted a goal each for Salem SC. For Salkete FC, Hestan Fernandes and Josley Gomes scored a goal each. In a thrilling encounter at Waddlemole Kakoda, Kanakona SCC displayed their prowess on the pitch, clinching a well-deserved victory over Geardolam Club, securing their place in the finals of the 26th Holy Cross Intervillage Football Tournament. The match was a testament to the skill and determination of both teams, with each side showcasing their attacking prowess from the onset.